Imagine this. Payday arrives. You feel a surge of energy and finally plan to set aside some money for your dream. But as the weeks pass, small expenses and unforeseen costs crop up. By the end of the month, you're staring at your balance asking, where did it all go? Once again, nothing was saved. Sound familiar? This isn't a lack of discipline. It's a system problem. We're used to thinking that saving requires iron willpower. But the truth is, willpower is a finite resource. After a long workday, it's hard to deny yourself a small treat.
After a stressful week, it's hard to remember to transfer funds to an investment account.
Today, we're going to talk about removing the human factor from the money equation. We'll break down how to set up financial automation so your capital grows on its own while you live your life. This isn't about being lazy. It's about a smart approach to resource management. If you want to stop fighting yourself and finally see your savings grow, stay tuned. We're going to build a set-it-and-forget-it system. Why automation beats discipline. First, let's understand why manual management often fails. Every time you decide to save money later, you are making a choice. You spend mental energy choosing between spending now or saving for later. The brain loves instant gratification, so later often becomes never. Automation removes the choice. Money moves to your savings and investment accounts before you even feel it on your spending card. You live on what is left, rather than trying to save what is left. This is a fundamental shift. When the system runs automatically, you protect yourself from impulsive spending and forgetfulness. You turn wealth building from an effort-intensive event into a background habit. Step 1. Structuring your accounts. Before setting up auto payments, you need to prepare the ground. You cannot automate chaos. You will need at least 3 types of accounts or digital buckets. First is a checking account for daily expenses. Second is a savings account for your emergency fund.
Third is an investment account.
Ideally, these should be in different banks or at least visually separated in your banking app. The golden rule: you see the spending money every day, but you should not see the savings money. The less you see it, the less tempted you are to spend it. Organize your cards so that your salary arrives on the main one, but automatic transfers immediately move to the others. Step 2. The pay yourself first principle. This is the most critical stage. On the day you receive your income, an automatic transfer to your savings account must be triggered. Determine a comfortable amount or percentage. It could be 10%, 20%, or a fixed sum like 5,000 rubles. The key is for it to be significant but not painful for your current budget. Set the auto pay in your banking app for the day after payday. For example, if your salary arrives on the 5th, the transfer should happen on the 6th. Why is this vital? Because if you try to do this manually at the end of the month, the money will likely be gone. Secure your future first, then live on the rest. This changes your consumption psychology. You start finding ways to fit into the remaining budget instead of hunting for savings. Step 3. Automating mandatory payments. The next level is protection against late fees and stress. This includes utilities, subscriptions, internet, and loans, anything with a fixed amount and date. Set up AutoPay in your banking app for every regular obligation. Ensure your spending account always has a buffer for these. What does this provide? First, you will never forget to pay a bill.
Second, you avoid late penalties that quietly eat your budget.
Third, you free up your headspace. You don't need to memorize payment dates. You can go on vacation without worrying if the internet will be cut off or if loan penalties will accrue. Tip: check these amounts once a month. Rates can change and subscriptions can get pricier. Automation doesn't mean total ignorance. Step 4. Investment Autopilot. Once your emergency fund is built, the next goal is investing. This is where automation shines due to the strategy of averaging. Set up regular asset purchases. For example, buy index fund shares or stocks every month for the same amount. Many brokerage apps allow for auto-funding and auto-investing. Choose a reliable instrument that doesn't require constant monitoring. Index funds are perfect for this. You buy when the market is up and when it's down. Over time, this averages your entry price and lowers risk. Important: choose an amount you can send to the account even in bad months. Consistency is more important than the size of the contribution. Control and security. Now, a quick word of caution. Automation is a powerful tool, but it requires periodic checks. Don't just set it and vanish for a year. Pick one day a month, like the first, for a financial review. Check if all planned transfers went through. See if mandatory payment amounts have changed. Ensure there is enough money in the spending account to avoid going into the negative after automatic withdrawals. Also, remember security. Use strong passwords, two-factor authentication, and notifications for all transactions. You should be aware of every movement of your money, even if you initiated it yourself 6 months ago. Let's summarize. Financial automation isn't about forgetting about your money entirely. It's about stopping the drain on your willpower for routine decisions. You are creating a system that works for you 24/7. While you sleep, work, or relax, your money is being distributed, saved, and invested. This provides the most valuable thing in finance: peace of mind. You no longer ask, "Will I save this month?" You know you already have. You no longer fear forgetting to pay a bill. You know it's done. Start small. Today, set up just one automatic transfer. Let it be a small amount to a savings account. This will be the first brick in your system of financial freedom. If this video helped you look at budgeting in a new way, support it with a like. This helps others find their way to a calmer financial life. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next breakdowns of tools and strategies. Write in the comments, which payment will you automate first? Subscriptions, savings, or a loan? Let's trade experiences. Remember, the best system is the one you actually stick to. Make your path to wealth automatic. Good luck with the setup!